Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session on the connected workers. I'm Inderpreet Shoker. I am a senior analyst at ARC, and we have great speakers today and panelists, and their detailed bio is included in the ARC Forum app, and they'll introduce themselves as they come on stage as well. So we'll get started by looking at some of the challenges that we see in the industry today. Some of my colleagues did this survey some time back on digital transformation. And when they ask about the challenges that end users are seeing. And the biggest challenge that we see is around operating performance. Everyone wants to improve operating performance, and that remains a challenge. And today we'll take a look at how some of the connected worker technologies of today help us achieve increase the operating performance. And if we look at the second challenge over there, that's also around data enablement. We want our workers to have the right data at the right time, and connected worker technologies help us do that, and also address some of the other challenges that are listed on the slide over there. So there are a number of technologies out there, and a lot of these can be considered connected worker technologies because they make our workers more connected with one another, with their business systems, with their data, and hence we can call them connected worker technologies. But our focus in this session will be more around the augmented and virtual reality technologies. Since there are a number of terms out there, I would like to highlight some of the terms that are most common in the industry and used more often. Extended reality is generally used as an umbrella term and includes all other terms. And within that, common terms are virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. Virtual reality is easy to explain, easy to understand. In the industrial world, we use it mostly for training purposes. And the gear that we used is fully enclosed, and 100% of your experience is virtual. Augmented reality is a little bit different, a little bit more complicated as well, I would say. And in the industry, we don't have a consensus on the term or the definition. But if you have your real field of view, and on top of that, you overlay some digital content, that's your augmented reality. So some of what you see in augmented reality is real, and some is virtual. So different terms like heads-up display, mixed reality can be considered augmented reality. The level of sophistication varies if we go from heads-up display to mixed reality. Some of the industrial applications that we see for augmented reality include remote collaboration, which is pretty much like using our video conferencing tools. But on top of that, you have some AR tools available to you. You can annotate, you can mark and tag. In the industrial world, that proves to be very helpful since field workers need guidance and remote expert can guide them with some additional tools. Another application that we are started to see is around training. With virtual reality, you can train somebody pretty good. But here, the benefit is that trainer can design their own training programs and can modify that. So trainee go through the training step by step. They finish one step. They get instructions for the next step, again, with video, annotation, marking, digital content, and so on. We see the use of AR for operations as well, which is pretty much like training, but rather than training, you are actually doing your work. We see this application being used in industries like semiconductor or automotive more often, but we have started to see the use in other industries as well. So far, remote collaboration is the biggest area that we are seeing for augmented reality adoption. So these are some of the major application areas I wanted to highlight. We'll go in more detail with our end user presentation that follows.